Welcome back to Radio Viscov. I am your host, Commander V, also formerly known as once before the founder and president of this great nation, now speaking to you by audio statement. For a long while, we haven't made a presence to the community ever since, and with that, I shall bring every listener up to date for every citizen and the people outside of Viscovia. We must now first talk about where I was and where I leave off a few months ago. On the 20th of March 2025 Common Era, I handed over my presidency to my trusted friend Mrs. Sakhalin, who officially goes by as General Comrade Mistress Sakhalin, also known as the Prime Minister of all states as we are seeing right now. During her presidency, she had made some accomplishments such as remapping Viscovian provinces and outlawing children before marriage, and approving the establishment of the Department of Marriage Office to enforce that law and to issue legitimate certificates in that subject. She has established the State Security Committee as a designated intelligence agency for national security. And speaking of national security, on the 17th of May of the same year, martial law was declared by order of the Minister of all States, General Comrade Mistress Sakhalin, until further notice is stated. The reasoning for this cause is because of the threat of national security was recently compromised in the past days, and it is still a possibility to look out for, therefore suspending all political and media activity. It is promised that I may personally return to office once she is satisfied with the current nation she is working hard with to make Viscovia a safer nation. However, it is uncertain when will that day arrive. That is all I can provide just about now. Another thing I want to bring up is to thank the viewers to which gave our YouTube channel 100 subscribers. Gloria Viscovia.
Коммунисты нам открыли воля, твое слово, это нам как приказ, в том, что цель